Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be going through my makeup collection and doing a declutter. This is definitely one of my favorite videos to film here on my channel. I know you guys love to see this as well, and it has been a year now since I went through this and did that really huge declutter. If you guys want to go back to around this time last year, I decluttered more than half of my makeup collection, which was a lot of that like crazy 2016 makeup collector phase. I just felt like it was time. I've been really loving more of a minimal and simple makeup collection and makeup routine overall. Now I'm just trying to do a little bit of upkeep, going through this, getting rid of old products, things that again that I just don't use anymore. And as you can see, it needs a good reorganization. Get comfortable, relax, grab a snack, and if you want to see me declutter my makeup collection and just get rid of stuff that serves us no purpose anymore, make sure to keep on watching. As you can see, we have a big mishmash of stuff in here: foundations, concealers, bronzers, blushes, powders, eye stuff. It's like a huge mix of everything because when I did my big declutter last year, it was really important to me to save space also and just kind of combine stuff in a couple of drawers. So I'm just gonna kind of go through and tell you guys what I'm keeping and what I am not keeping. I'm definitely keeping these. I have been loving Patrick Ta products recently. This is the bronzer and then the blush. Sorry for any reflections. I have some studio lights on for some good lighting, but love this. It comes with the cream also here. Also the blush, this is in the shade She's That Girl. I love this cream blush, you guys. It is so good. This is such a good duo. This front bin here is like foundations, concealer, some cream products. I don't foresee myself getting rid of too much in here, but probably a couple of things. So I'm definitely keeping my tinted hydrators from Wet n Wild. These are my favorite face products ever. Normally I wear the shade light medium, and then when I fake tan, I use the shade medium tan. It is just like good coverage, but lightweight, dewy, but not oily. If you guys haven't tried this, it is one of my favorites. Definitely recommend. I think I'm also going to get rid of this Merit Beauty stick. I really love the formula on this. The color is just a little bit like dark and orangey on me, if you guys can see. And I don't really find myself reaching for this too often in comparison to just like my classic liquid foundations. I'm not gonna declutter these, but these definitely need to go in another drawer or like another little section. These are the e.l.f. bite size eyeshadows. I don't know, I feel like I just kind of started like throwing stuff everywhere in this drawer at one point, so just gonna rehome those and put them in a new drawer. Like same with all this lip stuff. I feel like I almost wanted this to be like a full everyday makeup drawer, so when I got some new stuff, I just kind of threw it in here, but I feel like I need a more like organized section for my lip products, which I do have a couple of drawers down. These are just like my everyday favorites. I think the rest of these face products I'm going to keep. They are like newer in comparison, like still within their time frames, and I love them and I cycle through all of them. This container here houses some primers as well as powders. This is my favorite daily powder. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder. If you guys haven't tried this, oh my gosh, this was life-saving for me. I feel like I could never find a powder that kept my makeup on but didn't look dry and like matte, because I still like more of that like natural glowy look. This powder, I mean, you guys can see I almost used all of it. So good. I definitely will be repurchasing this. I think I'm going to get rid of these little e.l.f. samples. I have a mini poreless putty, which is old. I've had this for a while. And then also a Power Grip primer, which I didn't love. I tried it like 2 or 3 times and wasn't obsessed. It is like a little bit too sticky for me. I definitely prefer more of a creamy primer. I think if you have problem with your makeup lasting, you would like this, but I don't know, I didn't love it. And then I also saw this TikTok recently of this girl that had like a crazy allergic reaction to it. And as someone with sensitive skin, I'm just like, gotta stay far away from anything like that. So just gonna declutter these just because didn't like it, and this is a little bit old. But I think I'm going to declutter these 3 items right here, which we're doing a good job because I love these products. They're just old. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This was one of my favorite drugstore powders until I discovered the Wet n Wild one. Quite frankly, I just don't find myself reaching for this anymore. I do think that this one is a little bit more matte and like gives a powder finish, like a powder look opposed to the Wet n Wild one. So if I ever wanted more of a full coverage, I might repurchase this. This is the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation, another amazing product. If you guys are in the market for an extremely full coverage, matte, long-lasting powder foundation, this is 100% the one for you. I love this. I have a full video review and wear test on my channel if you guys want to go check it out. It's just a little bit too dark on me. This is the shade Light 210N and it is extremely orangey on me. Even when I have a fake tan, it just doesn't 100% match. It actually doesn't look too bad in the swatch, but it definitely oxidizes, if you guys can see already. I don't know if it's showing on camera. It's already turning like such a peachy shade, I think you can see. One of my favorite like limited edition products ever is this e.l.f. and Dunkin' Putty Primer. If you guys have been watching my content and my makeup content, you know I don't love a themed collaboration. I was never one to purchase these kinds of products, but I love Dunkin'. I love the whole idea of this line, so I tried it out and let me tell you guys, this product is absolutely phenomenal. I am decluttering it because it's a little over 2 years old now, and I'm just really trying to be more mindful of the shelf life of my products. But if you guys tried this, then you will know it is the most beautiful, smoothing, like glistening, buttery smooth, just such a good primer. Definitely has little specks of like a shimmer in there. It's not necessarily glittery, but especially on my dry skin days, it gave this skin the most beautiful sheen. So back here, I have a couple of sprays. Oh my gosh, this drawer is such a mess. You guys can see why I have to declutter this. This is the Rare Beauty Illuminating Spray. I love this. I am going to finish this up and then purchase a new one. It is so good. It gives the most beautiful dewy finish without making you look like greasy or without breaking down your makeup. This here is a really pretty limited edition MAC Fix Plus that was gifted to me. I don't know exactly what collection or collaboration this is, but it reminds me a lot of the Cherry Blossom one that I had for a long time, and I definitely want to remember to use this because I love Fix Plus. I am going to get rid of this NYX glitter glue. I'm pretty sure I decluttered all of my loose glitter last time I did one of these videos, so there's really no need for me to keep a glitter glue. I think I bought this for Halloween like 2 years ago, and again, just being mindful of like dates, especially with stuff on my eye, so going to declutter this. This is another tweezer, and then this is one of those like color switcher things for your brushes. I'm gonna get rid of this. I've had this forever and I've used it over and over again, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. This little container here holds some more blushes and bronzers. I'm going to get rid of these two Wet n Wild ones right in the front. These are like so old, like probably going back to like, I don't know, 2016, 2017. Do you guys remember when these were like impossible to find? Like we would buy so much makeup back like a couple years ago, 2016, 17, 18, and we couldn't even like get through everything that we had, which makes me so sad having to get rid of these products. I'm going to declutter this e.l.f. Putty Blush. This definitely used to be one of my favorites, but again, just a little bit old. I don't love this color anymore. It's a little bit bright for my liking, and again, it's just a little bit dried up. It doesn't look like it, but I got a ton of use out of that. Last but not least, for this drawer, this little container here is my mascara, eyeliner, just like eye and eyebrow stuff. Definitely know there's things in here that I could declutter, especially on the mascara front because they dry out so quickly, and I have a couple of old ones in here. So just going through this now, I have my eyelash curler, obviously keeping the Rare Beauty mascara. This is a brand new one that I just opened. Love her, best mascara ever. I think I've gone through like 3 or 4 of these at this point. My ABH Brow Wiz, this one is empty, so I'm gonna put that in my empties bag for 2024. If you guys have watched me, you know that Essence Lash Princess is my favorite line. Their mascaras and their eyeliners are so good. This eyeliner is completely dried out. I'm pretty sure I used it to like the last drop. This is the brown one. Definitely going to repurchase. I love the brown liner opposed to black, especially on my hooded eyes. It's a little more subtle. These two also recently dried out on me. Just the classic Lash Princess False Lash Effect in the regular and then the waterproof. but such good options as well. Just all dried out, but we'll repurchase all of these. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I do really like this as well. I just used this up until it dried out on me. It doesn't last too long. I will say I got a couple of good weeks out of this until it got a little bit dry and clumpy. So that's probably my one con about this mascara. And I couldn't remember if I've used this in the past. I think that I have, but I've tried so much stuff here on my channel, I couldn't remember. My lashes looked so good and long, but I only got a couple of good weeks out of it, so I don't think I would repurchase. I absolutely love this e.l.f. Lash Extender Mascara. This is newer to my collection. What's fun about this is that it's actually a brown mascara. Oh my gosh, why is that so clumpy like that? I don't know what is going on with this mascara. I was just gonna rave about it, but apparently the stopper is missing in action. Besides this unfortunate event here, this is such a good mascara. It is so fun to use a brown mascara. Again, just like overall for a more subtle makeup look. I love the formula, the color. It isn't all like plastic synthetic bristle. I definitely recommend it, but mine is a little malfunctioning right now, so I guess I'm gonna have to declutter this one and replace it unless I can somehow get the stopper to work, but really, really good mascara. I'm also going to declutter this Merit Beauty Voluminizing Brow Pomade. This was so good. You guys would totally repurchase. Again, another one of those like fluffy, like fiber brow gels, which I really like. It makes my eyebrows look a little bit thicker because my brow hairs are kind of thin and just a little bit dried out, and it doesn't give the same effect anymore that it did when it was like brand new, but would totally repurchase this one. I don't use eyeliners too often, but I'm going to keep these three, just like standard charcoal, coffee, and then a nude, which I love for like a bright eye effect. And I think I am going to declutter all of these colorful liners from LA Girl. I love these. Again, I've just had them probably for more than 5 years at this point. And when I was more experimental and into makeup, these were always handy and fun to have, but I honestly can't tell you the last time I used one of these. All right, so I think that is everything in the first drawer decluttered. I'm just gonna kind of like throw everything back in here for now, and then I will revisit the organization at the end of this video once I have everything decluttered so I can see like what's gonna go where. But I feel like we made some good progress in this drawer already, and like I said, we'll come back and reorganize at the end of the video. So moving on down to the next drawer here, I know that there is a lot that I'm going to be able to declutter here. A lot of these products I don't think I've touched even since I did that last decluttering video a year ago, so that just tells me it's time for them to go. And I'm gonna try to just like get rid of this attachment that I have with some of these products and be realistic about what I'm going to use. I do know I am going to keep these Milani blushes. These are the ones that I use the most in this drawer. They're so beautiful. This is Berry Amore. It's such a beautiful like sheeny berry color, nice and natural. And then this one here is Rose d'Oro, which is a beautiful like rosy golden shade. I love these and I do reach for these, so I'm going to leave these here. I am going to declutter these two blushes. I have had these forever, like years and years and years. These are probably like some of the first blushes that I had. This is Wet n Wild Mellow Wine. Like this video, if you remember the phase that everyone went through with this. It is such a good like deep nude color blush, but you guys, like literally 7 years old. And then this again was supposed to be a dupe for a NARS blush. This is called e.l.f.'s Twinkle Pink. I will declutter this blush by Juvia's Place. I don't know why I bought this. It's like a really like intense, like bright but deep red blush. I think I bought it for like the winter time, but it is so not my style anymore. It is extremely pigmented. Like this was a beautiful formula blush, but like I will never use a color like this again. You guys are gonna judge me. I am gonna keep my Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. I just remember how hard it was to get this and just how like nostalgic and classic this is. I still do use this sometimes. It is such a beautiful formula and I cannot part with this. It is so beautiful. So I am going to keep that. I have more of those Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighters here in Golden Flower Crown and Blossom Glow. Again, the struggle was real to get these and I have never been able to get rid of them, but I have to. They are so old. Like again, 2016. I think I got both of these and I just remember like hunting them down and stalking the Wet n Wild website. A couple of more drugstore products. I definitely went through a phase here on my channel where I was testing out a ton of drugstore makeup, and that was my niche for a while, just giving you guys a bunch of affordable recommendations, which I still do love drugstore makeup, but I was trying so much stuff, a lot of it just got lost and I don't really reach for it anymore. So I am going to declutter this e.l.f. Hello Halo. It's a blush lighter. This was so beautiful and fun. When I first got it, I bought it for like a testing new Wet n Wild makeup video. This is such a good formula. It's beautiful. And then these are the e.l.f. Bite Size. It's like a blush and highlighter duo. I have them in the shade White Peach and Lychee. Again, I went through a huge drugstore phase, especially with e.l.f. because I love e.l.f. I was doing a ton of testing new e.l.f. makeup videos and I bought these for them, but I really didn't use them too much outside of those videos, honestly. So again, going to get rid of these. I am going to declutter this e.l.f. little stick in the shade Glistening Peach. It was like a cute little stick. Again, I kind of brought it when I did those e.l.f. videos a lot. It was okay. It's a little bit chunky glittery for a blush, honestly, in my opinion, and I didn't really love it, so I'm gonna declutter that. I'm finally going to declutter this Wet n Wild contour stick. I'm not kidding you guys. I think I've had this in my collection for like 10 years now or something crazy like that. It was definitely one of my first like OG makeup products, maybe 8 years. This is in the shade Call Me Maple. Like this video, if you remember, this totally had a moment. I remember one of my favorite OG YouTubers, Amy Macedo, would use this and I ran to go buy it, but it is just so extremely old. And then I also still have a couple of my single ColourPop shadows, which I'm going to declutter. Again, the ColourPop phase was crazy, but I have not touched these in like over a year since I did my last declutter. So I'm gonna get rid of these. I am going to declutter these two Wander Beauty baked eyeshadows. These are from Shop Miss A. They're AOA Studios. These were so fun to test out and I loved doing my Shop Miss A makeup videos for a while there. For the price, these are not bad, but they're like dollar eyeshadows, so just keep that in mind. They're good for what they are, but I honestly don't think I could justify keeping them anymore with just how many other eyeshadow palettes I have in my collection. Whenever I do eyeshadow, I just don't reach for these anymore, so definitely fun while they lasted, but I just don't need them anymore. This little Lorella, it's like a diamond sparkle eyeshadow in the shade Moolah. It's fun, but again, I just like don't play around with my makeup like that anymore. I think I got this when I did an alien makeup look a couple years ago. So again, it was fun, just don't have a need for this anymore. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. I do think I'm gonna keep this Merit Beauty stick. This is so good for a stick highlighter. This seriously gives like a wet slick effect on the skin and I love this. It is so beautiful. Can you guys see? It is just like the most natural but glowy and gorgeous highlighter. These Winky Lux blushes are so beautiful. I love them. I do use them, so I'm going to keep them. These are the little roses here. They're just such a unique like formula and shape. Definitely kind of like a collector's item to me. But I do love the colors on these and love having them in my collection. These here are little Merit blushes. They are their cheek color. They're almost like a balm formula. I'm definitely gonna declutter this one in the shade Raspberry Beret. It's just a little bit too dark for my skin tone. Not really like a purple girly when it comes to anything for my makeup. And then I also have it in the shade Terracotta, which I don't know. I don't really love that as a blush color. To me, it's more of a bronzer, but almost a little too orange to be a bronzer. So I think I'm going to declutter this one as well. Although the formula is beautiful, just not too sold on these colors. This is something that I have been dreading, but it is finally time to part with my Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Highlighting Duo. This is in the shade Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. If you guys have been around since I started using this, you guys are real ones. This is such an iconic highlighter to me. I pretty much would use this like every single day, every single makeup look. It is such a good highlighter for my skin tone. It actually works with so many skin tones so beautifully. You guys will see that I loved this, but it is old. I actually put this on my face the other day and my skin burned a little bit. So I was like, okay, I cannot use this anymore. So good. I would love, love, love to repurchase this. More items to declutter. This NARS palette, again, if you've been watching me, you will know this. This is their Motu Tane face palette. I literally used the life out of this thing. It was such a good palette. The products in here are the NARS Makatia highlighter, Manava blush, and Laguna bronzer, which again was such a classic like OG YouTube item. This is a throwback. This is the Ofra highlighting palette. This has Rodeo Drive, Pillow Talk, and Blissful. Another like 2016 throwback that I've had for way too long in my collection. This is like bringing me back to memory lane. These are kind of fun to find and just think of like the memories that I had with these products. They are mowing the lawn outside, so I apologize if you guys hear that, but I think I'm gonna keep everything else that's in here, just a couple of face palettes. I feel like we got rid of a ton in this drawer, like probably a lot more than the first drawer it feels like, but definitely some good progress was made in here also. This next drawer right here is like seriously a mishmash of so much stuff. As you guys can see, it's mostly lip products, but I threw some other stuff in here just for storage. This is another reason why I kind of want to declutter and condense some of these drawers. Definitely a lot that we're going to get rid of in here. Lip products are something that I've just fallen into being a creature of habit, and I do not use a ton of these lip products anymore. I know that I need to do a good purge of these. So I'm just going to empty some of this stuff out. I have my mirror, my little fan. Here's one of my lip containers. This mostly has liquid lipsticks and then lip glosses in it. In here, I'm going to declutter. I already see a handful right off the bat. These are some liquid lipsticks and lip glosses. I have some from Miss Swiss, which is like a small brand that sent stuff to me a few years ago. This is, what is this? The Yvette X. I think she's a content creator and influencer. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you will know my love for this L'Oreal liquid lipstick was so real. I used it every single day. But unfortunately, I've just had too many products in my collection to be able to use all these up. So I'm going to declutter these. I'm going to declutter this Lorella lip gloss in Love That For You. This has such a nice like orangey scent to it. This here is a Rimmel London Stay Glossy Lip Gloss. I don't think I ever used this. I think I might have just swatched it. I don't think that I'm going to use it. The elephant in the room here is definitely all of these Fenty lip glosses that I have. It really hurts my heart thinking about letting these go, but again, things just got really, really old. I don't think I've touched half of these lip glosses since I was in college. Like, look how many. I even have like the mini. So this is the OG Fenty lip gloss in Fenty Glow. Such a good gloss, you guys. And then I also got Fussy. These glosses are so nostalgic and so good and beautiful. I hate to see them go. I also have it in the clear shade. As much as it hurts my heart, I think it's just time to get rid of these. I'm gonna declutter these 4 mini Fenty glosses. Also, again, I just don't reach for them. These ones are a little bit of that like chunky glitter, which is not 100% my vibe anymore. I am going to keep the Merit Beauty lip oils. I love these. These are such a good formula. And like I said, I've just been more into like a lip oil than a gloss. So definitely going to keep. Just to go through this lipstick container quicker, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm keeping versus what I'm getting rid of, because I'm definitely keeping less. Here are the 5 lipsticks that I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Obviously, it is such a classic. I'm sure you guys know Pillow Talk. It is just such a good like mauvey nude shade. It genuinely looks good and so different and versatile on everyone. So I love having this in my collection. These e.l.f. O-Face lipsticks are so good. These are so creamy, pigmented, buttery. This one is in the shade Dirty Talk. It is one of my top formulas of lipsticks, and I'm so happy I'm doing this video because I kind of forgot that I had it. These are so good. You guys just have to try them. They're so pigmented and inexpensive. They have like this fancy like soft touch magnetic packaging. They remind me a ton of NARS. I'm gonna keep this Fenty Beauty. This is like the Slip Shine. It's like the shiny lipstick balm. That's awesome. I forget what this is called, the actual name of the lipstick in the clear tube. It's like a $2 or $3 lipstick. It's a really, really light pink shade called Cream. And I love using this on the center of my lips to lighten up a lipstick. You guys will see it has like some darker lipstick on it. So it's just a versatile product for me to keep. And then this is a Gucci lipstick in the shade Hold Your Man. Again, such like a beautiful natural, like balmy, glossy lipstick. I like using this in the summertime. And then I'm gonna declutter the rest of these lipsticks just to give you guys an overview. 2 e.l.f. Sheer Slick lipsticks, L'Oreal lipsticks. These are super old. I think I wore one of these to prom. A Wet n Wild lipstick. This MAC lipstick in the shade Mullet Over. It's one of their Powder Kiss lipsticks. I just don't reach for it too much anymore. And then another one of those e.l.f. lipsticks in the clear packaging, but it's like another nude shade, which I already have a lot. So going to declutter these, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lipsticks. All right, you guys, so here is an overview of the makeup that we decluttered today. I am so happy with this amount. It's definitely a lot of makeup. I feel like it's probably half of what was in my drawers. But yeah, just a little overview. Just a lot of stuff going on. Mascaras, eyeliner, some face products and palettes, the beloved Wet n Wild highlighter, some more blushes, and then a lot of lip products also. I feel like lip products tend to expire pretty fast. Every time I do one of these, it just feels like a weight lifted off of my shoulders. I love doing these, and I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, but I am working from home full time now, and I want to convert this like whole vanity area into a desk with like my laptop and monitor. So I'm slowly like transitioning this now over the next couple of weeks from my makeup vanity with some makeup storage to like a full work from home setup. So let me know if you guys want to see a video on that. And then just to give an overview of the drawers, all finished and organized. I am so happy with how this turned out. So here we have like foundations, tinted moisturizers and concealers, my one primer and powder, setting sprays on the side here, eyeliners, mascara, and eyebrow stuff. And then I have one little mini eyeshadow palette here that I use like on a daily basis for like a light eyeshadow look. This is my everyday blushes and bronzers that I reach for the most. I have some little tools, tweezers, scissors, and then the mirror, and then my fan here. So this is like my everyday drawer stuff when I do my makeup that I use all of the time, and all of my favorite products. And then this drawer here has some spillover supplies like my sponges, these little powder puffs, some of my blush palettes and blushes, a couple extra blushes here, and then all of the lip products that I kept, which like I said, I think I did such a good job at decluttering the lip products. Like now all of my favorites are right here ready to reach. So yeah, we have officially 2 drawers of makeup, which is so crazy. All right, you guys, so that is going to complete this video. If you have any questions, definitely let me know in the comments down below. But I appreciate you sticking around for yet another declutter here on my channel. This was super fun to film, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.